Welcome to Sweethearts or Rivals. I'm Charla.
I'm Justin.
What are we doing today?
Tact Packtics, episode 4.
That's right. I should give a recap.
Yes, you should.
Maybe of the last episode. Luckily, I keep some notes because it was a little while ago.
Yep.
So, in the last episode, Nala saved Kella. She brought her heroically to the walls of Waterdeep.
Yep.
And she was waiting for Kella to come and let her in. Because Kella said they don't like her kind there. Anyway, she fell asleep in a bush for 8 hours. Which was good. She needed the long rest. I think she only had 1 hit point left or something.
She was tired.
Anyway, by the time she woke up, she heard a scream. That's what woke her. So she scrambled up and over the wall very quickly. She was very surprised about that, actually. It's like she might have gained a climb speed or something. And she found out that the scream was from a strange girl being chased by priests. So she ran those priests down and she beat them and she saved the girl. And they were running for their lives and they hid in an alley. And then Nala met the Mr. Volo.
There you go.
Dun, dun, dun. And he wants to take them out for breakfast because he has a proposition for her.
Does indeed.
Which he told Nala it has something to do about gold. She wasn't quite sure what a proposition was, but she knows what gold is. So she's going to go for breakfast.
And she knows what breakfast is.
Exactly, and she's really hungry.
There you go.
Yeah.
Fantastic.
So that's where we left off.
Yep. I love how you, in your recap, totally ran those priests off with no problem, even though you were really close to being knocked out.
Yes. Also, in my notes, I have 14 hit points left. I used 1 rage, but I did gain 1 inspiration.
There you go. Cool. That's what we're going to pick up for today's episode.
All right. What dice are you playing with today?
Today I am playing with my newest acquisition from Kraken, and that is going to be the Topaz Black Magic line. So they don't really show up that well, unfortunately, because the lights have to be kind of shaded, otherwise there's glare everywhere. But when these things are in the light, they shimmer with this cool gold mixed with black. They're awesome. I love the Black Magic series.
Yes.
They're my favorite dice.
And I'm playing with my newest acquisition, which is called Adonis Azure. It's a tealy dye with sparkles in it and little, they're not metallic because that would make the dice roll unevenly, but some kind of silvery little butterflies on the inside.
They almost have a metallic rainbowish sheen to them, the butterflies.
Yep.
Which is really cool.
And I really like them. My favorite colors are pink, of course, but tealy blue is my second favorite color.
And the pink were kind of a purpley pink. There was a really nice green set, and I really loved them, except for the butterflies. They really need to do something similar with little krakens.
Oh, a kraken one.
Yeah, that I would buy. Yeah. Butterflies?
I like the butterflies. And it comes with the big one and the little D20, which I don't often roll very often. I find those ones don't roll very good. But anyway, that's just me.
Did it come with one of the little teeny ones?
Yeah.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
I had to put mine away because I lost one.
Yeah.
Anyway. So, shall we pick up?
Sure.
All right. Volo has brought you and the strange girl that you saved, which she seems to have many names. I think she's given you Seraphina.
She told me to call her Seraphina, but the evil priests called her something else that she hates.
That's right. Zaz.
Never call her that ever.
Yeah, she doesn't like that. So Seraphina goes with you. She's got her hood up. As you guys are walking through the streets, which it's very, very early, morning really hasn't broken yet, so the streets are pretty bare. But even still, she sticks to the shadows, kind of darting from shadow to shadow. Sometimes you kind of leave her behind, and then she catches up. And she's got her hood up, and she's constantly, her eyes are darting around. She's super paranoid. Yeah, which might make sense since priests are trying to get her.
Chasing her.
Yeah.
I don't think Nala would really notice that. She's not particularly observant.
There you go. All right. So sometimes Seraphina is there and sometimes she's not. Volo doesn't really notice much of anything because he's too busy talking.
Is he giving me the tour?
No, not really. He's just kind of talking about himself and his exploits in discovering monsters and writing his books and all the crazy adventures he's had looking for monsters. And
surprisingly, that's usually what Nala does, but she's very interested.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
All right, so Nala's quiet for a little while.
Well, they're like kindred spirits or something. Like, she's like, wow, this human does the same kind of things I want to do.
But gets paid for it.
Oh my goodness.
Wait, what? But he's got to write the books first.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, Nala couldn't write any books, so
Yeah.
she could do a dictabook, but no one's going to sit there and write down what she's
Ghost
talking.
writer.
Yeah.
Nice.
Because I don't think Nala can read or write
Yeah.
very well. Anyway.
All right, so Volo brings you and Serafina to a inn that is opening up. It's always open. It is the Yawning Portal. Cool. And Volo tells you this is the most famousest of all
How come?
taverns. He says, well, come on in, I'll show you.
Okay.
And you go in,
To see.
and there's a couple of levels. There's the main floor, which is just open. There's lots of tables.
Cool.
Except right in the middle of this floor is what looks like a really big well.
Huh.
Except it's like crenellated, like it's on top of a tower.
Wow.
And as you get closer, you realize that the interior of this weird well, the tower thing in the floor, is hollow, which means it's a hole that goes down into the earth.
Nala would run right over and stick her head in.
There you go. You cannot see the bottom.
Oh.
It is that deep. What do you got, 60
a
feet?
Really deep tunnel. Yeah,
Dark
60 feet dark vision.
Yeah, it goes further than that.
Hello! Does it echo?
Yes. And it echoes. And it echoes. And then you hear... And a couple of people nearby nervously shift to seats that are farther away. Yeah. You notice that there is a pulley system above. So that people can strap themselves in and get lowered in or pulled back up.
Yep.
And there are 2 more levels to the Yawning Portal. And they are open, so it's kind of like a ring balcony above.
Okay.
Yeah, so you can go up there and there's like a balcony that goes around in
like
the
a
middle.
Stadium.
Kind of, yeah. Except it's all the way around.
Neat.
So it's not very busy.
Yeah.
You notice that there are a half-orc and a half-elf over in a corner sitting in a booth. The half-elf you only catch like a little bit from this side, kind of. You see his like bit of a pokey ear, half-elfin ear.
Okay.
Yeah, but he doesn't turn around and look or anything. But the half-orc is keeping an eye on all the comings and goings of people. And the guy behind the bar says, "Oh, Volo, what do you want? Do you have money this time?"
Nala's a little worried now.
Volo's like, of course. I even have enough to pay my tab." And the bartender definitely has a look of disbelief on his face. You're like, "Fine, sit down. Tell your friend to stop yelling in the well, and I'll bring you some breakfast."
That guy's bossy.
Did you say that to Volo?
Yeah.
Volo's like, "I'll pay him no mind."
You're gonna pay him no money.
No mind.
Oh.
Don't pay attention to him.
Okay.
Yeah, don't worry about it.
But we do have to pay him money.
I will pay him money.
Okay, good.
Yeah, I'm treating you and your friend.
That's good, because I don't have any money. I don't think I have any money.
Where's your friend? Seraphina's
Well,
gone.
I can look around for her.
You can.
I'll do an active perception check.
Roll it.
Let's see. She's not very good at that. She got a 7.
Yeah, no, you have no idea where she is.
I don't know where she is, Volos.
Okay, well, we'll order up
fair.
some food, and maybe she fell behind. I'm sure she'll catch up.
She's probably hungry and she'll catch up.
There you
yeah.
go. Okay, excellent.
So we'll just order like 2 things, like one for her and one for me.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
I'm gonna have the whole table just. And he calls over to the barkeep and bring lots and lots of food. Bring it all.
Hooray! I'll eat all the food.
All right, so the barkeep starts bringing out platter after platter of food, filling up the table. Food and a light morning ale.
A light morning ale. Okay.
Yeah. It's a tavern.
Like a mead. Or something.
A mead. Something that's light to go with breakfast. I don't know.
I'm torn between, like, wondering, would Nala wait before Volo eats? Or, like, should I roll, like, an etiquette? Like, she's a little on the wise side, but she's not really. Or would she just dig right in?
Would Nala be concerned about, like, would she kind of look to Volo and see, is he going to be upset if I just dig in?
Well, see, Kella was sort of like her mentor because she doesn't know how to act in a city.
Okay.
So I think she would kind of, like...
When is this human going to start eating, and can I start eating now?
Yeah, like,
okay.
Do I just dig in like crazy, like a pack of kobolds would dig in? Or, like, I look over at the other tables and see, what are these other creatures doing here? How do they act in this? Okay. She doesn't want to stand out.
Okay.
Or seem too wild.
First of all, looking around, you notice that there are more tables with people at them. There are people coming in, kind of a breakfast crowd. Mm-hmm. And they all seem fairly well-to-do. Mm-hmm. It's an establishment that is famous, so it's either adventurers or people with money who want to be seen around adventurers. So an interesting group, and they're coming in. There's a couple nobles that sit near, not that far away. So you look around at them, and then looking at Volo, you can roll an insight check.
Okay.
To see if Volo's going to be upset if you dig right in.
Insight. Ooh, that's a 19.
19? Okay, so you look over to Volo, and Volo is kind of looking back at you, and then realizes exactly what you're doing, and says, help yourself, my dear.
Okay, then she just goes all in hands and like...
Just goes nuts?
Like a normal kobold would.
There you go.
Yeah.
Right on. So you're digging in.
Sure.
And there's platter after platter after platter of food coming out.
Can I see if she notices, like, the nobles eating with, like, cutlery?
Sure. What's your passive perception?
It's only 10.
10? You'd still notice.
Okay, so for a while she's doing that, and then she notices, oh, and then she, like, looks at the fork and the knife
and tosses them and just keeps going? Okay, there we go. Right on.
That's what she would do, yeah.
Now, in an establishment for nobles, a noble might sneer at that, but this is an establishment for adventurers.
That's
so the
true.
nobles who come in here are looking for strange and eclectic people.
Oh.
So they seem to kind of take notice and kind of chuckle.
Okay.
And then continue eating very properly because they're nobles.
Right.
A young lady, roughly the same age as Seraphina, but with completely different complexion and hair color. Mm-hmm. Bright flaming red, dark tan skin, comes over and just sits down at the table with you.
You're fancy.
But wearing the exact same thing as Zaz.
Oh. You're fancy?
She's like, shh. I'm in disguise.
I'm not.
That's good. I feel better with most eyes on you instead of me.
Okay.
Yeah. And then she eats.
Yeah. Have some mutton.
Some mutton. Mutton.
I don't know what they serve. You didn't tell me.
It's like everything.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Have a little of everything.
Oh, yeah. Everything. Everything you can imagine in a medieval bar is there.
Well, I'm not sure of that. So, yeah, I'll just imagine.
Glazed hams.
Really? That's going to set Volo back a bit.
Yeah. Yeah, and it's funny because you're eating, Volo's eating, Seraphina begins to eat, and there's still a couple of room for like one or two more platters, and the barkeep just kind of nudges Volo, and so Volo's like, yes, of course, here. This should cover everything, including my tab, and gives a couple of gold pieces to the barkeep.
Nice.
And the barkeep looks at him and kind of smiles, and then says, that doesn't cover your tab. Volo's like, really? And then they get into an argument for not a heated argument, but a argument discussion over Volo's actual tab, where they discuss it and haggle for a few minutes.
Oh, no, it's not even gonna listen. She's just gonna eat because you said her belly was really hungry.
Yeah, you're starved. Like you could clean off. You clean off one full platter before they finish, and the platter goes over the side.
And she's still hungry?
Yep.
I think she has to go to a cleric or something. This is weird.
You need to see it clear. What kind of healthcare do I get?
Yeah.
Serafina is eating ravenously, but slowly and methodically, constantly keeping an eye. And you notice that she has chosen a seat. Volo's right here, and you're roughly right there. So there's all this space right here that she could sit, and she sits right here because it's closest to the wall.
Okay.
Yeah, so she can keep an eye on stuff.
I'm going to ask Serafina, did you know there's a hole down there that if you yell it echoes?
Yeah, there's also monsters down there.
I love monsters.
Yeah, adventurers pay I don't know how much they pay, but they get in that stupid rig and they get lowered down into this massive dungeon that is
Why do they have to pay?
legendary. Well, because if they don't pay and then they start screaming, they don't get hauled back up.
Oh.
Well, most of them do end up screaming or dying. It's dangerous.
Sounds adventurous.
Yeah, you never heard of the Mad Mage Hallister?
Nope. I haven't heard of much.
I heard whispers from adventurers on the streets. It's many, like just multiple levels of horrible death trap dungeons designed to kill anyone who goes down there.
Like a fun house.
A fun house for crazy people.
Well,
which most adventurers are.
Okay, makes sense.
But if you manage to get through it, it's supposed to be like tons of gold, and nobody ever does, so nobody really knows.
Oh,
Yeah.
maybe someday.
Someday. I'm not going.
That's okay.
Anyway, she keeps eating. Then the half-elf in the corner gets up, turns, strides over.
Do I notice?
You sort of notice when he steps up right next to you to the table. You look up and you realize that it was not a half-elf. He's actually a full elf. Looks like... Not quite sure. You can't tell the difference between high and wood elf. He's just an elf.
Yeah.
Yep. And he's got this kind of smirk on his face, and he's like, "Excuse me. You wouldn't happen to be a kobold by the name of Nala, would you?"
Maybe. Oh, you wouldn't happen to be an elf by the name of... What's your name?
My name is Davil Starsong.
Why would you know a kobold named Nala?
I have a friend who was saved by a kobold, matching your description and your sword.
Oh.
Yeah, on the road.
Oh.
Yeah, she's an associate of mine.
Was she attacked by a big smoke dragon?
Yeah, she mentioned that.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I'm Nala.
Oh, excellent.
I fought the smoke dragon.
That's insanity.
No, dragons are usually quite nice to me.
I have no idea what to say to that.
Actually, the dragon gave me a super mission.
I have no idea what to say to that either. I just wanted to express my thanks.
Oh.
And the thanks of my company.
Because you love her?
No, she's an associate that I care about.
Oh, okay.
I care about all my associates. That's
yeah.
just good business. Anyway, I see that you have business that you are currently attending to. I will leave you to it. Did not want to interrupt.
Okay.
Just wanted to let you know that I'm thankful, and perhaps when you're done with whatever you're doing with Mr. Volo Thamp,
okay,
or whatever his name is.
I call him Mr. Volos.
There you go. You can stop by and we can chit chat. There might be some.
Like at your house?
No, here.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm almost always here.
Okay.
Yeah. Might have some work available for you if you're looking to make some money.
Okay. Yes. Kella said I wasn't allowed to make my own money.
You're not allowed to like create your own money.
Yes, which I thought was easier than actually like going out and like selling furs for money, and you could just skip the step. But she told me.
Yeah, the
I know, she explained the whole thing.
Yeah, they frown on that.
Yep.
Yeah, you end up in jail.
But yeah, I could probably use some money, yeah.
It's interesting. Okay, thanks for your time.
You're welcome.
And he kind of nods his head rather politely but quickly to everybody and steps away and wanders back over to his little darkened booth in the corner.
Okay.
Okay.
I'm like, Serafina.
Yeah.
I forgot what his name was. Are you listening?
That's Davil.
Oh, Davil.
Yeah. Star Song.
Davil Star Song.
How does he know you? How do you know him?
Well, it's a long story. Should I talk about it in front of Mr. Volos?
No, maybe later. We'll talk later.
Okay.
Yeah, okay. Volo's eating and not listening. He's like, so, ladies, adventurers, heroes,
Yes.
here's my proposition.
Mm-hmm.
I will pay you 100 gold pieces.
Each?
Each.
Holy.
Yep. What I need you to do is I need you to find a friend of mine, a friend who is missing.
Okay.
He's been missing for a couple of days.
Oh.
Yeah, his name is Floon.
Okay, I'm going to have questions about that, but let me write his name down before I forget it.
Good.
Okay.
A couple of nights ago, Floon and I, he's a good buddy of mine, went out on the town for a night of drinking and gambling and having fun. And then it got late and I decided to call it a night and went home, and he stayed behind. And then the next day, he could not be found.
Really?
I'm worried about him, especially there's been quite a bit of violence. Normally, Waterdeep is a fairly peaceful town. The good areas of town are well guarded, well patrolled.
I look at Seraphina and I kind of raise an eyebrow like, really? Okay.
But lately, he continues, not having any clue that you just did that.
Yeah.
Lately, the streets have been rather violent and dangerous. There's a criminal organization.
Mm-hmm.
Looks around. They're called the Zentarum. Yeah. And they have begun... Normally, they were kind of under everybody's, like, knowing what they're up to.
Mm-hmm.
But lately, they're just outbreaks of violence and attacking and kidnapping and death in the streets and blood in the gutters. It's horrible.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah,
They sound mean.
The town is in a bit of an uproar. People don't go out at night as much as they used to because it's dangerous out there at night.
Yes, yeah.
So, I'm worried about old Floon. He's a good buddy of mine.
How old is he? Like, is he...
Floon, probably in his mid-20s.
Oh, you said old Floon. Okay.
An old friend of mine.
An old...
Yeah, he's not an old guy.
Oh, okay.
We've just been friends forever.
Is Volo an old guy?
Voldo? He's probably, I don't know, mid-30s.
Oh. See, Nala was picturing him very old.
Oh, no.
Like, in his... Well, he has so much experience and knowledge about all these creatures.
True.
That I thought it would take 60 years to learn all that.
No.
Okay.
Mid-30s is actually fairly old for an adventurer.
Okay.
If you call Volo an adventurer.
Okay.
So, that is my proposition.
Mm-hmm.
I will give you a quarter of it up front.
Okay.
And the rest on delivery of my friend.
Is that going to make the barkeep angry at you?
Oh, I'll give them angry.
Okay.
Yeah, when we're done, we leave.
Okay, cool.
Hi, Kaylee.
Do you have a picture of Floon?
No. I can describe him, though.
Okay.
I'll
draw him while you're describing him.
Sure. Mid-20s.
Okay.
Long red hair.
Curly or straight?
It's got a bit of a curl to it, but not a lot.
Not a lot. Okay.
No. It doesn't hang like straight, but it's got a bit of a curl.
Okay.
Yeah. Likes to wear nice clothes.
Okay.
Likes to try to impress the ladies with his clothing accessories.
Okay.
Which maybe probably got him in trouble in the first place because he looks like he's got money, even though he really doesn't.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
What kind of face does he have?
Human.
What color eyes does he have?
I have no idea.
I thought you were friends with him.
Well, we're friends, but I don't stare into his eyes.
Oh. Does he look like something like that?
Yes, he's definitely got an arrow floating above his head that says red that just floats along. Permanent minor illusion that was cast on him as a curse.
It'll be easier to find.
Yeah. What's with a red over there? Look, you can just follow him. There's the arrow. That would be hilarious. I'm going to have to use that at some point. I curse you! Arrow. Nala. It just follows you everywhere. You're hiding in a bush. There's a big arrow pointing. Nala.
Okay, Floon. So,
That's
where
awesome.
where were you drinking and gambling?
Ah, yes. And he gives you the name of a bar. It's the Sunken Anchor Bar. Or tavern. Sunken Anchor. Down in the dock ward. Which makes sense.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay, those are all very good hints as to how to start to look for him.
Yeah. The entire table, there's not a speck of food left.
Okay.
And you're finally content.
Oh, phew. I was really scared she was going to have to go to a cleric. Like, for
It
a
is a
remove curse
lot
or
of
something.
food. A lot of food for a, what are you, 2 foot, 3 foot?
She's 2'6",
Yeah.
I think I put. Yeah.
Yeah. A little 2'6" kobold.
Yeah, is her stomach, like, stuck out from food?
Yeah, it's bulging a little bit.
Okay.
But not uncomfortably.
Okay.
You're just like,
She's a little worried. Well, Nala wouldn't notice that, but as the player
of Nala.
I'm a little worried about Nala. Okay.
Okay. And then there is a large explosion as a big wagon bursts through the doors, damaging the wall, and this massively huge guy jumps off of it just as it smashes through the wall and lands right next to the table where there's the 2 nobles. Grabs the noble lady, lifts her out of the chair and slings her over his shoulder and then yells, "All right, nobody move! I'm looking for one bloke, and if he don't come forward, the noble's going down the well."
And I look at Bolo, I'm like, does this happen all the time? Is it like dinner in a movie?
Bolo is under the table.
Oh.
You didn't even see him move. Like, reaction, dove under the table.
Seraphina, is this normal?
Seraphina,
Is this
you see
real?
her as she sinks down, disappearing behind
Can
the
I
table.
roll insight to see if this is real?
Sure.
Or is it like dinner in a movie?
You can roll insight. Is this acting or is this really happening?
She got an 8.
An 8, you have no idea if this is dinner theater or not.
I'm gonna say to the guy, who are you looking for?
He turns around and says, "I'm," and then kind of stops as he sees the little kobold addressing him.
And I'll shake a naked chicken leg at it. Who are you looking for?
Stumbles over his words as he tries to get around the shock of seeing
And
a
I
little
look
kobold with
at
a
him,
5-foot-long
and
sword.
He looks at me.
He wants ketchup.
Yeah. Okay, now start again. Sorry.
No, that's funny. We should keep that in. So he looks over at the kobold and kind of stumbles over his words as he's
bone,
like
yeah.
looking at you like, what is going on? And the 5-foot great sword that's next to you.
Well, I like meeting new people.
Sure.
Yeah.
He's like, "I'm looking for a thief named Blinks. He's in here. He's a gnome, and he's got my stone."
He's a gnome?
Yep.
I don't like gnomes.
Neither do I. They're sneaky.
Do you know, a gnome threw me in a pack of quippers one time and I almost died?
All right. Let's find the gnome
Let's
Blinks.
find the
Oh,
gnome.
you're gonna go look then?
Yes, I'm
Good.
going to look under every table and I'm going to call his name out.
Okay. So you start looking for Blinks.
Blinks.
The noble lady who has slung over this big guy's shoulder is kind of screaming.
Yeah, can you put her down though while we look?
Nuh-uh.
But I'm going to find him and I'm going to probably kill him.
Well, don't kill him.
Why don't you want him dead?
I need the stone or
Well,
the noble gets it.
Can I kill him after you have the stone?
What?
Follow, is that okay if I kill this gnome?
There's no answer from under the table.
Blinks!
Roll initiative. What did Nala get?
20.
20. Okay.
Unnatural. A synthetic 20.
There you go. Strange girl, that's going to be Seraphina. I should probably change that.
Yep.
Good enough. Alright, so. What does Nala do?
Well, she's going to pick up her greatsword and drag it behind her while she runs and looks under every table for Blinks. And she's got 40 feet.
Okay.
I can't remember how big you said that the tavern is.
It's fairly big, multiple tables.
And she will also dash, unless
Okay.
she finds him.
So she's running around real quickly, yelling Blinks.
Yes.
Okay. Roll an intimidation check.
Ooh, she's pretty good at that.
You can use strength if you want.
I don't have to.
Did you get a nat 20?
I did. So I got 25.
25. Okay, so you're running around and you're like, Blanks, come out or else.
Yeah.
Yeah. And everybody is terrified of you. Probably more scared of you than the like really big. This guy is huge. Just solid muscle.
What kind of race did you say he was again?
He looks like maybe he's half ogre.
Oh, really?
Oh, yeah, he's like big.
Oh, now I made a good new friend.
Awesome.
What's your name, guy?
I make the enemies and you turn them into friends.
Now she's like, blanks, 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 blanks. And she's running looking for blanks.
So you've scared the crap out of a bunch of people, and you see this one guy sitting at a table, not a gnome.
Oh.
And he looks terrified. He's gone really, really pale as you're walking towards him, and he does this.
And
he's pointing at a table.
Thumbs up.
Where there's nobody there.
Oh, there's no one there?
No.
Like he might be invisible?
Or under the table.
Or under the table.
Something like that.
Okay. I'm gonna squat down and like stealth over until peek under the table.
Okay. You see a gnome hiding under the table. He's like shaking, like his knees are shaking. And he looks at you and he's just like,
I'm gonna go in and get you if you don't come out. He's gonna kill us all. Not if I kill him first.
He's gonna kill us all.
Why does he want you?
He wants a stone that I don't have, but he doesn't believe me. He's gonna kill us all. What does Nala do?
As a player, I know what I would normally do, but Nala's a different story because she really hates gnomes.
Of course she does. Nice.
Okay, here's my choices. I'm either going to pull him out and show him to the guy, or I'm going to tell him to hide and bluff my way and say where I think he went.
Okay.
I don't know what to do. I got to roll one of those black and white dice for like... Yeah.
Do you want a D2?
Oh, I have a D2.
There you go. Krakens come with D2s. Awesome.
So I'm either going to Kraken.
Kraken?
If I flip Kraken, I'll let him hide and pump him for information after.
Okay.
If I roll a 1, I'm going to pull him out from under the table and I'm going to give him to the ogre guy.
Okay.
Because she's really torn. Kraken.
Okay.
Wait. Right there.
Okay.
I'll run around 80 more feet, calling his name.
Okay. So you get up, even though you didn't really have to bend over that much to be able to see under the table, but you kind of straighten up and you turn around to go continue, and you notice that there are 4 thuggish brutes that have kind of come through the wreckage. One of them staying there. He has a large mace, spiked mace, and he's making sure nobody comes in. And the other 3 kind of fan out around the big guy, and one of them says, "What's going on, Max? Did you find him yet? Do we need to bust some heads?" And Max says, "The Kobold's looking for him." I don't know what to make of the Kobold. It's got a really big sword and it seems to have no problem wielding it. And all 4 of them just kind of like look at you with like, what?
I'm gonna
expressions on their face.
I want to stop back at the table where the guy was like,
Yep.
and I'm gonna wink at him.
Okay.
So you say he's at the sunken anchor? Okay, I'll trot over to the guy.
He makes absolutely no... didn't even do this or this, just... no idea how to react.
I'm
to
gonna
that.
trot over to the guy.
Yep. The same guy?
No, the ogre.
Oh, okay.
I think
Max.
Called him Max.
Yeah.
Max.
What? Did you find him?
I found a witness that said he knows where he is.
Who? That one over there?
He went, yeah, him.
Yeah.
He's at the sunken anchor.
No, he's here. That one's lying.
I am telling the truth.
Boys, go get that one. And the guy's like,
Whoops.
and two of the thugs, right, Max, we'll go get him. And two of the thugs walk past you and start to go towards this poor sap who's just like probably pooping his pants right now. He has gone the palest pale you've ever seen.
Yeah. Okay.
He's just like, oh, God, no. What do? You have no idea where Seraphina is.
Mm-hmm.
Sass.
Right. Look, Max, why aren't you believing me? I'm very trustworthy.
It's not that I don't believe you. I just think he's lying because I know Blinks is in here somewhere.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay, well,
Can you swing that thing?
want me to show you?
Yeah.
Okay, drop the lady.
What? No, you can't kill her.
No. We'll spar.
Oh. No, just give it a swing. Right under that table over there.
Okay.
There's nobody there.
I'll crack a chair or something.
Okay. Roll an attack roll.
I'll use the big one.
All three thugs have stopped to look and watch.
A 14 to hit a chair.
14. Okay, so the whole place goes really quiet.
Mm-hmm.
Max and his three thugs, four thugs, even the guy who's guarding the door has turned around to watch this, all watch.
Mm-hmm.
The only noise you can hear is the noble lady still screaming.
Yeah.
Her voice is getting a little strained because she keeps stopping, taking a deep breath, and continuing.
Yeah.
And then you just smash, and the chair gets just flies into kindling.
And then I want to hop up on the table and do a flip and then smash the chair on the other side.
Do an acrobatics check.
Oh, I got a 5.
5? Okay.
Yeah.
Do an attack roll with disadvantage.
Okay.
Oh, you already have disadvantage. What am I talking about?
Oh, I was supposed to roll disadvantage for hitting that chair. It was a 7, so anyway.
That's fine.
And then 9 plus 7 at disadvantage is 16 to
16?
hit the other chair.
You still hit it. Your little flip
Yeah.
is more of a you run over and roll onto the table and then pop up and then attack the other one.
Still looks cool.
But yeah, you're still smashed 2 chairs. And then you get up with a smile on your face and you notice that the barkeep over there has Volo's tab and he's adding to it.
I have a little bit of money. I might be able to replace those chairs. And then I hop up and I go, rah!
Right.
Yeah.
Okay. Max is like, dang, that's impressive.
Mm-hmm.
None of these boys could hold a sword like that.
Nope.
One of them's like, I could. And Max is like, no, you couldn't.
I'll spar against him if you want me to.
No, it's good. Go get that guy. Go get that guy. And the guy's like, right on, Max.
Oh, crap.
So they go over and they grab this poor sap under the shoulders.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, pick him up by his armpits, and he's just like, ah, ah, and they drag him over in front of you and Max. There's Max, 3 thugs with maces. Max himself has like this really big club.
Okay.
It looks like a tree trunk.
Okay.
Yeah, with really big iron spikes that have been hammered right through it, so it looks really bad.
How'd you do that to your club?
With
Are you
a hammer.
a weaponsmith?
Sure.
Cool.
Okay. And then he takes it and he just kind of points it at the guy and is like, tells us the truth. Where's Blinks? What do you do?
Yeah, tell him the truth. Tell him he's at the Sunken Anchor. It's the only place she knows in Waterdeep name at all.
Okay, so this guy's sitting there on his knees with a thug here and a thug here and a thug back here and Max right here and you're right here and he's just like,
I pull out my holy symbol.
Which one?
The one of Savras.
Savras?
Tell him in the name of the Savras people.
Now he's just
And
confused.
then I show Max.
Max is like, okay.
It's
And
authority.
the guy's like, well, I'm... And just like collapses unconscious on the floor.
It's a sign from Savras. Max.
Max is like,
It's a sign, Max.
Blinks, I'm going to give you a count to the 5. After the 5, I'm going to toss the lady in the well. Then I'm going to toss this idiot in the well. Then I'm going to start tossing everybody in the well. Until I find you, because you're the only one left. And then I'm going to toss you in the well after I rip your arm off and take the stone.
Well, at least he'll bounce off all those other people you already thrown in the wall, so he'll probably live, you know.
Not with his arm off.
Well,
If you come out now...
if he gets a long rest, he might.
Yeah. Arm off, all you need is a long rest and you heal everything. This doesn't make total sense.
Yeah.
D&D rules.
Yeah.
Max is like, if you come out now, I'll beat you into unconsciousness, but I'll let you live, and I won't rip your arm off. I just want the stone.
What's the stone you're looking for?
None of your business, little fierce
But
sword person.
I like meeting new people and learning new things.
That's one.
What if I join your gang?
I'll take it under advisement. We'll see how the rest of this caper goes.
So all this is going on. What is that guy who came over to me, Devil Star Song? He said he had a job for me. What's he doing?
Devil's sitting quietly in his booth.
He's not doing anything.
He's keeping an eye on the situation. The half-orc that's sitting with him in the same booth has shifted so that if she needs to get up real quick, she can. Mm-hmm. And she looks like she knows what she's doing around a sword.
Okay.
Yeah, so she looks like maybe his bodyguard.
Okay.
The barkeep is kind of crouched behind the counter. Most of the patrons who have come in are kind of huddling behind their tables. Mm-hmm. The noblewoman's husband is sitting kind of stunned by the fact that his wife is still slung over this person's shoulder screaming, and nobody's doing anything about it. The thugs all look perturbed. Max looks really upset, like he's losing his patience.
Okay, well, I'm just gonna go sit over there at that table and wait for this to be done with so that I can eat my breakfast.
Alright, Max says, that's it! I've had enough of this.
I'm gonna go sit at the one where the gnome is.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm throwing her down the well. And you hear her start screaming, and he has to raise his voice really loud to get over the scream. And the noble husband is really freaking out. He's like, if nobody tells me where this gnome is, I'm tossing her. And he starts to take steps towards the well. And he gets about 3 steps, and you see a shadowed figure kind of grab the side of a table that he's passing. And then Seraphina pulls herself up on top of it, takes a couple steps, and then a dagger comes out in her hand, and she just dives at the guy.
Cool.
And even with advantage, doesn't roll that well. But does he hit? But still hits.
Cool.
Yeah. With like a snarl. And she's lost the disguise. It's totally her.
Cool.
The guy roars in pain as she just stabs him. And sneak attack. Forgot about the sneak attack. Aha! She dives through the air, dagger slashes him in the arm. Actually does one of those things like when you see pirates go into the sail and then slide down.
Yeah.
Slides down, gash, and open his arm. And he's just like, ah! And then she lands. And then bonus action disengages by doing like a little tumble backwards and slides under another table.
Cool.
And he throws the noble down. She gets knocked unconscious. And he grabs it and he's like, destroy everything, boys! Whoa! Nala.
Okay. How close are the nearest ones to where I am?
There's a thug right next to your table.
Is there really? Well, that's convenient. I'm gonna rage.
Okay.
I have 14 hit points. Hooray!
Nala be raging. Okay. What do you do now?
And I'm gonna say nothing and just attack that guy.
Just attack that? Are you going to wreck this?
I don't think I should at the moment with 14 hit points and 4 thugs and a big guy.
Okay.
Disadvantage. That's a natural 1.
Ooh.
Yeah, that's it. Goes. Oh, no, I have an extra attack.
There you go.
I have an extra attack now.
Okay.
I probably always did and just forgot. 4 plus a 7 is 11.
11 against a thug. Just hits.
Oh, that's fabulous. That is, and I raged. So I get my rage damage. 14 damage.
So you take your sword and you try to swing it and it smashes into a table and the table goes flying. And you switch sides where there's no table, and the thug turns around with a confused look, and then slash, and he's instantly bloodied. He goes tumbling back, and he's just like, what? Ah! And he's really upset.
I scream. No, she screams out, bar fight!
Bar fight. A couple bars in the corner to whip out instruments, and there's bar fight music.
Okay.
All right. Zaz slides out from a table and attacks one of the thugs. And does she hit? She does. For 19 damage. 19 damage. And that guy's bloodied. Thug that just got hit attacks you twice with a spiked mace. And rolls a 13.
Miss.
And a 12.
Miss.
Thug next to Zaz, who's also bloodied, attacks her twice with a spiked mace. Very upset. And rolls really bad as well with a 10 and 11. Missing her both times.
That's lucky.
Another thug grabs an innocent guy.
Throws him down the well.
Picks him up.
Oh no.
And tosses him into the well. Ah!
Oh no.
And it's echoing back. Ah!
Oh no.
The other guy does the same thing. And we have to break. We got a phone and a cat pooping. 2 tavern patrons have been tossed into the giant well.
Oh no.
One of them you can hear his scream echoing and getting farther and farther away as he falls. Whereas one of them you can hear manages to catch something just inside the well and is kind of dangling there screaming, "Help me!" Everybody in the tavern that's there is freaking out. And then Max goes. And Max just starts lumbering towards Zaz, kicking tables out of the way. Brings up this great big huge spiked club and is like, "Die, little one!" He's mad because she heard him.
Yeah.
And he's going to attack.
I hope she makes it.
She does this flip as this huge club just sweeps through and smashes chairs and tables.
Yeah.
Completely misses her.
Awesome.
Which means it's your go.
Okay, who's closest to me?
Well, you have that thug that you bloodied but didn't kill.
Oh, he's still there.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, so let's hit him again.
Okay.
5 plus, that's 12 to hit.
Hits.
And then I got a 10 for my second roll.
10 misses.
No, 10 plus 7. 17.
Oh, that definitely hits.
So my first one is 11 plus 2, 13 damage.
Okay. Still left.
Okay, so then I hit him again.
Yep.
6 plus 4 is 10 plus 2 is 12. More damage.
Do you want him dead or unconscious?
Unconscious him.
Okay. So you slash through him and then you just bounce the flat of the great sword off his head. And he goes down like a sack of potatoes.
Okay.
Completely up. You still have your movement?
I still have my movement yet.
There is a thug and Max on Zaz. And there are 2 thugs that don't have any targets right now.
So, do I have time to just turn to the gnome and just say, "I'll take care of this, we'll talk after"?
Sure.
Okay.
Yep. Did you want to move?
And then I'll move to Zaz so she has an ally with her and I have an ally with me.
There you go. Okay. Zaz's turn. Does not have sneak attack, but now that you moved in, she can attack and still do sneak damage. She's going to attack she's really upset. She's going to attack the guy who keeps trying to hit her. So, not Max. Ooh, a 13 plus all of those numbers means she hits. Totally. And then lots and lots of damage. And she kills that guy.
Good.
Yeah.
Oh, she kills him.
Oh, yeah. She runs over and snaps his leg with her foot, and he kind of bends down, and then when his knees bend, she uses his knee as a stepping stool, jumps up and slashes his throat right open. lands, and then scampers backward, rolling under a table next to you.
Okay.
That's their turn. One of the thugs runs over to attack you.
They can certainly try.
Alright, he attacks you twice with the mace. And a 4 plus 4 is 8. What about an 18?
Yep.
18 hits?
Uh-oh.
For 5 bludgeoning damage.
Okay.
Have
Raging,
down
so
to
it's 2.
2. Nice. The other guy is going to attempt to attack Zaz twice with disadvantage because she's got cover. And an 18 misses her. And that was actually a nat 20, but it was disadvantage.
Oh, good.
And the other one is also going to miss. And then Max grabs the table, flips it, completely taking away her cover, and then attacks with his big old club. Because he'd be mad. And he rolls a 15, which does not hit her. She is wily and quick. Here you go.
Okay, so he's next to me, kind of.
Oh, yeah. They're all right there.
I'm going to say... And Zaz is next to me, so I don't have disadvantage anymore.
Correct. Pack Tactics.
Pack Tactics. I'm going to say, you should have listened to me. I was telling the truth, and you made me angry. And I'm going to hit him twice.
Who? Max?
Max.
Ooh, Max.
You made me angry.
Okay.
So, 2 hits. I got a 5 plus 7 is 12.
12?
Mm-hmm.
12 just hits.
Oh, good.
Yeah, he's not wearing any armor.
And this is my 3rd round, I think. 5 plus 4 is 9. Plus 2 is 11 damage. Slashing.
11 damage to Max. Okay, that hurt.
And then 18 plus 7 is 25 to hit.
Oh, yeah.
Almost min damage. That's 3 and 4. 7 plus 2 is 9.
9 damage.
Slashing.
He's bloodied.
You don't like me when I'm angry.
Zaz's go. Zaz slashes at the one that attacked her. And rolls a whole lot and is able to do damage with another sneak attack. She also benefits from the whole pack tactics thing. She doesn't get advantage, but she gets her sneak attack.
Exactly, which is really what counts.
For 18 damage.
Nice.
Yeah, that's not good. He's bloodied. Alright. The guy attacks her back. Twice.
The thug.
The thug misses both times.
Good.
Thug comes up and attacks you from behind.
Good.
Twice. Misses both times.
Har, har, har.
And then Max just kind of picks up his club and goes, "You can't do this to me! I'm max damage!" And tries to hit you.
Oh my goodness.
That's his name. What did he get? He got a 19.
That hits.
Ooh. You get hit with the big spiky club for 2d8 plus 4 damage.
Oh, no.
That's 14, so 7.
Mm-hmm.
That's it?
Yeah. That's all you can do?
Are you down?
No. 2 attacks on max damage?
Max damage.
Oh, I got a 1.
Aww.
Although I have my inspiration.
Ooh.
These are 2 attacks.
Yep.
So I'm going to re-roll that 1.
Okay.
Okay. I got... On 1 attack, it would be 22 to hit.
No, that usually hits. Max?
Yep.
Okay.
11 damage.
Okay.
And then 17 to hit.
Hits.
Crap damage. 9 damage.
9 damage.
I'm going to switch these 2 out.
He's looking hurt, but still alive. Zaz's go. Zaz just kind of grins, this like evil, bloodthirsty grin for such a young, sweet-looking child.
Okay.
Takes her bloody dagger and runs at the guy that's been beaten, trying to hit her, and has failed so far, and attacks him. And hits him twice. Yeah, and kills him.
So how many thugs are? No more thugs, right?
There's one thug attacking you and Max himself.
Okay, cool.
One of the thugs is unconscious that you knocked unconscious,
Right.
but the two other thugs are dead.
I was going to use that unconscious one as a bargaining chip, but I don't think so anymore. See, I'll just put them unconscious if you stop your madness. No, she's changed her mind about that now.
Thug goes nuts screaming and runs after Zaz because she's killed two of his friends.
Did you leave my threat range?
No.
Okay.
You guys are all in the same little
Just
engaged
checking.
area.
Just checking.
Okay. And hits her. Ooh,
Oh, no.
hits her. Nice. Misses with the other attack, but hits her for 1. 7 damage.
And then...
That's it. Hits her. And she just gets... And she kind of whips back around. And there's like... this like trickle of blood from here. And her face looks all bruised. And she just grins.
Oh, dear.
And then Max roars and tries to hit you.
Okay.
With a nat 20.
Nala goes down.
That's going to be 19, so 9 halved. 9.
Mm-hmm.
Does Nala go down?
Yeah.
Oh, Nala goes down. Nala falls.
Yikes.
Nala goes down.
And then we just
Nala's
don't
turn.
know. Death save.
Death save.
Fail.
Fail. Oh my. Well, Zaz isn't happy about that. Zaz runs over and attacks. Oh, and she doesn't have sneak attack damage anymore. Because she doesn't have an ally with her. Oh no. This battle just turned horribly. What does she do? She attacks. Actually, no, what? You're unconscious.
I don't know any of this. We can return when I come to, unless I have to keep making death saves.
Okay. Make one more death save.
Okay. Fail.
Fail.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
I have really bad luck at death saves.
Okay. Nala comes to.
Oh my goodness.
You have 20 hit points.
I have
Sorry, you have 10 hit points. My bad.
Okay.
Yeah. Zaz is kneeling down over top of you. Has her pale hand like on your forehead.
Yeah.
And there's this glimmer of light as she feeds you healing energies.
Oh, that's nice.
And you have 10 hit points.
Oh, I feel
Yeah.
much better. I had a weird dream. There was this guy named Max Damage, and he wanted a gnome of all things.
She says, yeah.
Oh,
That happened. Yeah.
Oh, I thought I was having breakfast, and then...
No.
Okay.
She
But
kind
I was
of
gonna talk
points
to
towards
that
the door.
gnome after.
And yeah, they ran away. They're gone.
Oh,
Still the unconscious one over there.
okay.
Yeah. And there's
You
this.
should throw him down the well.
The unconscious one?
Yes.
I figured the guard would want to like talk to them.
Oh, guards, right. There's guards.
I'm just going to leave
We're not the law. That's right. Okay.
before they show up
Good. Yeah.
because I don't need to be here.
I want to talk to that gnome, though.
Yeah, you do that.
Yeah.
When you get this all sorted out and you need help to go get this Floon guy,
Yes.
I'll meet you at the anchor?
It was sunken anchor.
Sunken anchor. I'll meet you there.
In the
I'll scope out the
dark
job.
word. Okay, so you'll like do the is that the right word?
Yeah.
Reconnaissance?
Sounds good.
Kella said that word one time. Okay.
Okay.
Yep.
So she puts the hood over her, gets up and kind of scooches out on the scene.
Okay.
While people are trying to recover. The noble lady is okay. Everybody's freaking out. And then everybody kind of stops and looks over towards the well. Because the guy who was kind of hanging there screaming, you can't hear him anymore.
Oh.
You do, however, hear what sounds like somebody enjoying a really good dinner.
Like from the wild.
Yeah.
Like a wild animal eating dinner.
Oh yeah, like crunching through delicious yummy food and
That's
bones.
unfortunate.
And
I
this
wasn't very heroic with those people.
greenish two-toed talon hand kind of reaches over and digs its claws into the top of the well so it can hang there, and you hear it crunching through bones, and a whole bunch of people are backing away quietly because they're freaking out.
Okay.
What does Nala do?
It's still combat?
You thought this was over. It's not even over.
Oh, no. Okay.
And you got 10 hit points.
Yeah.
Do you have any rages left?
A 1. I have a 1 rage left.
What you doing?
I'm gonna rage
Okay.
and run over to where the hand is,
Gotcha.
and I'm gonna do a strength check to try to pry his fingers off of there and like push him, like hopefully he'll fall in the hole.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Contested
Because
strength.
it's a big hand, right?
Oh, yeah,
a big green hand.
Oh, yeah. Like this big.
Yeah, I don't want to have to deal with that. So hopefully I can make him fall down and he can take some damage on the way.
Okay. So it's contested.
Yes.
Athletics.
Yes.
You have advantage because you are raging.
Raging. Yeah.
Do it up.
Okay. 19.
19. He rolled a 16. She grabbed his two like big greenish fingers,
Push him over.
and he just and he struggles for a minute, and then his hand just rips free, and just and you hear.
I know it's farther than 60.
You look over.
Yeah.
You can't see anything
Okay.
except for a big blood smear on the side of the inside of the well.
Well, that's unfortunate. Awesome.
Let's roll damage to see how much damage that did to this thing.
Hopefully enough to change his mind.
And you sit there and you wait.
Then my rage goes away.
The rage goes away.
Mm-hmm.
And you wait and you listen.
Mm-hmm.
And eventually you can hear the distant sounds of something sliding or being drug away from the well.
Okay.
Yeah.
I think it's under control for now. I don't really know how things work around here, but that was exciting.
That was exciting. That's
I'm
good.
going to put a pin on this place in the map. Okay.
So the barkeep comes over and kind of looks at you and like, I think that was a troll.
Really? I've never met a troll before. Oh.
You don't want to meet
I
trolls.
like meeting new people.
They're not
oh,
people.
You're a new person. Hi.
Hi.
Nala.
Hi. Okay.
Do I owe you anything for those chairs?
Nah, I just put it on Volo's tab.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, that seemed okay.
So Volo comes out
Mm-hmm.
and kind of wide-eyed looking around, and you notice he's got like some paper and he's been taking notes.
Oh dear.
He's gonna have to have like a whole new addendum to his book on monsters
And
in the
kobolds.
kobold section. Like,
Yeah.
I met a kobold that does not fit any of what I've told you in my book, type
Okay.
thing. So
That's
he's been writing
exciting.
notes.
Yep.
He pays his tab. He gives you a quarter, and he was gonna give you 100.
Yes.
So you have 50 gold.
Oh.
25 for you, 25 for your friend.
Okay.
He gave you all the clues and hints and stuff. When you have rescued Flume,
Yes.
Volo can be found here. And then the guards appear and they arrest the unconscious thug. And they question everybody what happened, and everybody's stories kind of add up, and they kind of look at you like, okay, but you were heroic,
Yeah.
sort of.
What's this place called again?
The Yawning Portal. And the gnome is nowhere to be seen. Somewhere in all that ruckus,
Little
disappeared.
Smurfs.
Yep.
Another black mark in the gnome notebook. I wanted to know what the stone was.
Yep. And you
Because I'm trying to find the receptacle. And I don't know, maybe this gnome knows about it. Could have been a clue to that. I have to start just asking everyone that I know about this receptacle.
The emissary?
Yeah,
Yeah. Because it's hidden in something.
right.
Right. Yep. Gnome's gone now. So's max damage. He escaped.
Well, this was less than optimal, but...
You're some pretty strange, like when you were unconscious, apparently the girl, Zaz, like just screamed, and some people say her eyes turned pitch black, and it was black like running down her face, and the spectral wings shot out of her back, and
That's
like
really
just,
cool.
and
I hope she keeps her word about meeting me at the
everybody ran away.
sunken anchor.
Yeah. And that's where we're going to wrap up for today.
Okay. I really wanted to interrogate the gnome.
I'm sure you did. I'm sure he did not want to be interrogated by a kobold with a 5-foot-long great sword.
I suppose it's a fair point.
Yeah. Right on.
And that was episode 4 of Tact Packtics.
Yeah.
Thanks for watching.
Thanks a lot.
We'll see you in the next video.
Laters.